and happy Monday, everybody. It is time for Mindfulness Monday, episode 17. You're here with me, Nina Soden, the redheaded author, and we are going to talk about choosing self-love today. You know that little voice, the one in the back of your head that criticizes everything you do? It's the one that tells you that you're not the right dress size, you're not the right weight, you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough, you're not good enough. It's the voice that tells you that you're a bad mother, father, sister, brother, that you're a bad employee or a bad boss, or just a bad person in general. That's the voice that tells us that we are not worthy. We listen to this voice, unfortunately, because we believe it. We've heard it for so long, and we've started to believe the lies that it spews out at us. You think that if you listen to the self-criticism, it will somehow protect you. The problem is, if you can't overcome the negative, often difficult, self-sabotaging thoughts, then you will never truly love yourself or believe in yourself. And if you can't truly love yourself, how can you have a truly meaningful relationship with anyone else? We have to love ourselves first before we can give love to other people. So today we are going to talk about ways to foster self-love in our daily lives. Okay, my first tip is to stop hating yourself. And no, I get it. You're probably thinking, I don't hate myself. And you probably don't. Not fully. But your self-talk, your self-thoughts, everything that you're thinking about yourself and telling yourself in your mind, that little voice inside of your head, may be singing a different tune. So I want you to take some time to stop and listen to how you're talking to yourself. And ask yourself, would I talk to a friend or a loved one in that same way? If the answer is no, then you should probably stop talking to yourself that way too. Think about the way you treat yourself. Would you treat your friend or your loved one in the same way? Okay, if the answer is no again, you should probably stop treating yourself that way. All right, tip number 2 is to respect yourself and your needs. What do you need in life? Ask yourself, what do I need in life? Make sure that you're checking in with yourself on a regular basis, be it daily or be it weekly or even just monthly, but make sure you do check in with yourself on a regular basis to make note of what you need. What do you need in life to ensure that you are taking care of yourself? The best way to ensure that you're getting what you need is to show it, to give it, to do it for other people. Do you need encouragement? Then give encouragement. Do you need rest? Then take rest. Do you need exercise? Then do it. Taking time to fulfill your needs is okay. You don't have to feel selfish about needing to take time for yourself, to take care of yourself. It is important to take care of yourself, especially if in life you take care of other people. You can't take care of other people effectively if you're not first taking care of yourself. All right, tip number 3 is to recognize your strengths. All too often, we think more about our faults and our weaknesses than we do our strengths. We allow our weaknesses to define us. When was the last time you sat down and really thought about all of your strengths? All of the amazing things that you can do and that you bring to the table of relationships that you have with your friends and your family. I'm sure it's probably been a while. It's not the easiest thing to do, thinking about our own strengths and giving ourselves kudos and saying, I'm proud of myself, or patting ourselves on the back. But it is important to do. So today I want you to take 5 minutes, It's not a lot of time, but take 5 minutes and really think about your strengths. Think about all of the amazing things that you can do and that you bring to a relationship. And I want you to write those things down. And if you can't think of anything, which I hope you can, but if you can't think of anything, then find a loved one or a close friend that you feel comfortable with and you trust, and ask them, what do you think my strengths are? Tell them you want their honest opinion, and ask them what they see in you as your key strengths. And then I want you to write those down. And then I want you to read that list of strengths every day. It should only take a minute or two, but I want you to read it, because what you can do by reading your strengths and reiterating your strengths each and every day is to change your self-focus, change what defines you. The focus of what defines you, changing it from a negative, your weaknesses, to a positive, your strengths. I want you to do that for me. So today's exercise is exactly that. It is talking about your strengths. Find a loved one or a close friend and ask them, what do you believe my strengths are? I want you to talk about that with them. And be open to their opinion. They may see you in a different way than you see yourself. And be accepting of the compliments, because it is hard sometimes to accept a compliment. But be open to that during this conversation. And then your journaling prompt is twofold. The first is I want you to write down what it felt like to talk about your strengths. Was it hard to accept those compliments, or was it easy? How did it make you feel? How did you feel going into that conversation? And by the end of the conversation, how were you feeling? And then 2, I want you to write down all of the strengths that your friend or your loved one pointed out to you, even if you don't agree with them. Because how other people view you may be different than how you view yourself. So write those all down, and then moving forward, starting tomorrow, read those strengths, read that list once a day to help change your focus. All right, that is Mindfulness Monday, episode 17, Choosing Self-Love. I do hope you enjoyed these 3 tips to fostering self-love in your daily life. Stop hating yourself, respect yourself and your needs, and recognizing your strengths. Okay, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. And if you want to be alerted every time I post a video, you can click on that bell down below. If you've liked this video, please click like and share it with your friends. Until next time, stay mindful.